We're 10 seconds in, so we're going to get started. Doing this a bit late in the day compared to when I normally do my live streams on Saturdays, but I just really needed sleep last night. So we're going to go ahead and swap over to me. There we go. We are continuing the Sith Warrior Dromundkast storyline with Talabi. We have just picked up the quest to test the suppression thing that kills off people as part of the water supply, people using the water supply. So we're going to work on that. We're going to destroy some reserve tanks. We're getting ready to head to the Colossus and, muck that up. So there's basically where we are. Destroying the reserve tanks, of course, is just a bonus mission. We don't necessarily have to do it, but I figured, what's it gonna hurt? Plus, Sith Warrior, of course she wants to destroy things. Yeah, this is using the Quell toxin that is supposed to... Kemval, you're fat.
Afragiban.
I mean, it's actually very dark shoulders. And of course, this is my usual reminder, nothing wrong with that. As long as you are using, your doctors, as long as you are visiting a doctor regularly, making certain that there aren't other underlying issues, there's nothing wrong with being fat. Our society tends to prize a skinny, svelte figure, much to the detriment of the physical and mental health of people in our society. Because people will do things that turn out to be very bad for them for the sake of losing weight, because they've had it put in their heads that being fat is bad. And honestly, keep in mind, there are some people who, it doesn't matter what they do, they're never going to be skinny. It's just not their build. I'm honestly one of them. Like, the closest I've come to skinny was when I literally was starving myself, and even there I wasn't skinny. And I was in worse health because I was starving myself. So, Okay. But back to Star Wars. Just for those who are going, hey, how's the housing going? Probably not going to talk about that much today because the situation is not good. But maybe I'll feel up to talking about it tomorrow on the crafting stream. Did last night do something fun that was just kind of a, hey, this is for me and a friend of mine who also has been going through a rough time. The two of us went out to a grocery store together in the middle of the night because, they work night shift just like I do. In fact, they're my best friend from work, and who also streams, by the way, if you ever want to check them out. They do not play MMOs like I do. They play more console-ish games. I believe their most recent streams have been We Happy Few. So feel free if you get the chance to check them out. I believe they are mini_masks on Twitch. And they are very fun to watch and listen to because they keep up a steady patter during gaming, just like I try to do. Okay. They are also very bubbly and giggly, and it's fun to listen to. Okay. we're gonna wait for that patrol to go somewhere. We're gonna find this last thing of the water supply. Nope.
Twyfl at draws.
Keep in mind, by the way, for those watching the stream, that I am unable to see chat. I'm using Twitch Studio to do my streaming, and Twitch Studio does have a feature that is basically, hey, we can overlay your chat onto your game, but every time I've tried it thus far, it has caused my game to crash. So, for the moment, I'm just kind of going, no. We're just gonna not do that. It's probably due to my computer, not any problem itself with Twitch Studio. But, you know, I'm running this on a Dell engineering laptop, not a gaming one. This is not meant for doing gaming. That's a big part of why it is so laggy when I am gaming and streaming at the same time. It does fine when I'm not streaming, by the way. I have looked into switching over to Streamlabs OBS. I am having trouble figuring out how the Streamlabs OBS works. So, yeah, no. Just accept the fact that I'm dumb when it comes to streaming, and I'm streaming on a laptop that is decidedly not meant for streaming. Okay, so we're gonna come over here first and pick this one up. Kim!
My lord? Look at them out there. They're like animals. Hundreds of slaves with no one to command. The slaves are animals. But we've noticed strange behavior in the pack. And my superiors want to know more. Some of the slaves are killing each other. We don't know if they're mad or hungry, desperate, or if there's a faction of slaves who've turned on the rest.
I can see how a slave civil war would prove useful.
Exactly what the higher-ups are saying. That the killers could potentially be manipulated. We know that the killings are ritualistic. The murderous slaves come in the night, stab their foes, and paint themselves in blood. If you could investigate, catch them in the act and take them down, maybe you could find a clue to their motives.
I'll return when I know more.
Look for any slave who's turned on his peers. With luck, he'll lead us to answers.
Okay. And then there's another quest to pick up over here. This, of course, being the one that is the heroic.
Hey, my lord, right? Not sure about my propers with you folks. Seeing as how you're already killing slaves and causing a fuss, how'd you like to make a pile of credits?
I do love credits.
That's what I like to hear. Let me give you the lowdown. So Darth Vowron is on the Dark Council, and his apprentice Lord Ket wants to advance, so he starts building a giant statue to his master. But Lord Ket doesn't want his master to know, so he brings in slaves from off-world. Slaves rebel, and we get this mess.
The slave rebellion I'm familiar with, though I didn't know the specifics.
Here's where it gets complicated. Lord Ket wants to save face, but secretly. He calls in me and my mercs. By the time we get here, the slaves have captured some giant industrial drills, and they're getting ready to bring down the whole giant statue. Our best team goes in with explosives to blow up the drills. Slaves kill every last one. Got a pile of credits for anyone who grabs those explosives, hooks them to a giant drill, then fights off slaves until the explosives detonate.
Okay. So, I mean, we've done this quest many times. We know exactly what's going on. But Kim says, a Sith who cannot finish a statue does not deserve a statue. I mean, probably true, but you know. Okay. As usual, we are avoiding, for the most part, the mobs because I get more XP than people who are just playing the base game because I am a subscriber and I'm trying to keep from over leveling. Even though the game does actually adjust your... Sorry, I keep looking up. There is a blue jay that is being very flashy, even for a blue jay, at my neighbor's house, and I can see it out the window, and it catches my eye periodically. It's eyeing my bird feeders. The thing is, the bird feeders are empty, so I don't know what it's going for there. By the way, for those who do want to feed the birds, help the birds, right now, not a good time. There is an avian flu being passed from bird to bird. It passes through feces, so bird feeders that are not regularly cleaned with bleach, bad idea right now. If you're not willing to go out and daily clean those feeders with bleach, don't feed the birds right now. Just let them fend for themselves for a bit, because right now we do not want to be encouraging that avian flu to spread any further than it is. You can check
Afandiban.
Department of Fish and Wildlife for your area. Most of them do have reports on their websites saying whether or not the flu has passed through the area. If you do find a dead bird outside, I know that a lot of people like to partake in vulture culture. You want to keep the feathers. Remember, that is illegal for migratory birds. It's to discourage people from, gathering those feathers through means that are harmful to the animals. And yeah, just don't do that. But also, there is potential if you were to gather feathers, bones, etc., from one of the birds that happens to have died from the infection. There is possibility that you can bring that infection into your own home and start spreading it to other wild birds when you're outside, or potentially to your own animals. So just be careful. Leave dead things where they lie for right now, especially the birds. Okay.
Does this mean you found them? You found the archaeological plans?
Hope there's not too much blood on them.
Oh, no. I've read much, much worse. Now, let me see. Ah, yes. How clever. There's a chamber hidden under the Colossus itself. I bet my complete collection of Naga Sado's Yavin 4 writings that you'll find what we're looking for in this chamber.
Tell me how to access this chamber.
There should be a hidden entrance near the Colossus. It looks like Scotia has an entire underground base. You're looking for a tablet. The tablet is the symbol of leadership of an obscure Trandoshan cult. The lizards believe it was a gift from their deity, the Scorekeeper. Scotia stole the tablet and uses it to exert control over his Trandoshan bodyguards. Give them their relic, and Scotia's power over his bodyguards will turn to vapor.
His own defenses will be his downfall.
You could try it. It might weaken him a little. Scotia's not stupid enough to retain guards who could actually overpower him. The main thing is to keep Scotia's bodyguards off you. The plans suggest Scotia's apprentices guard this base. I don't doubt they hold the keys to acquiring the Trandoshan tablet. Best kill them all to be sure.
Inubis just nas jans, now mipan astana tods jans.
I mean, he wants to eat everybody. That's just what Kimval wants to do. He wants to eat anyone who has any control over the Force whatsoever. have I gotten what I need to make the little campfire light up as a target? I don't think I have. Let's try this one though. Oh look! The thing I needed to make the campfire light up. That was convenient. I have to remember where the blasted campfire is. I could have sworn it's over this way. Yeah, it's back behind that thing. There it is.
You are not the initiate. You are Sith. You honor us with your presence, mighty lord. Welcome to our prison.
Start talking. But move wrong, and I kill you.
You want explanations? I am Traga Unvor, leader of the Unchained. I am master of my hatred. When the other slaves broke free, I laughed. Like you, I knew their escape was a delusion, for only Sith possess true freedom.
I was a slave myself, before I became Sith.
Yes, mighty one. Then you do understand. I saw a chance to prove myself. I culled weak from strong. I began to kill and to teach. I showed slaves freedom through bloodshed. Now my followers and I are the masters here. And soon, we will become Sith ourselves.
You may have potential. But are you strong in the Force?
My strength is in my fists. But the Force has guided me here. And it has guided you. Now you can spread word of us to the Empire. Your strength is great. With your approval, we shall serve. Carry our message of allegiance to your masters, and we will become the new face of the Empire. We will be champions of the dark side.
The Empire will hear your message.
As it should be. Take this datapad, my plea to the Sith Lords. For now, I am not ready to leave the Colossus. With every kill, I feel my power grow. And there are many slaves who may yet join me. But soon, we will all be ready. We will await word from the Empire.
You may do as you wish, but you don't yet understand the Sith.
Yes, I look forward to learning.
I mean, a bunch of slaves who are convinced they're being trained to be Sith, even if they're still basically slaves, that's a pretty useful tool for a intelligent Sith who knows how to make use of them. I mean, plus, you know, they're killing off rebel slaves, so that's kind of useful too. Okay, so I still need to go and recover the explosives, but I think let's try and get into that bunker first instead. Okay, how do I get into the bunker? Up this way. Cool. And of course, if we come across any of Scotia's underlings, we will happily take them out. Scotia's been a pain in our side since we got to Drahman Gas. Keeps trying to kill us. Very rude of him. I still find it hilarious that I make him all heal me. Constantly threatening to kill me, but keeping me healed at the same time. I need to get him a cooler giant sword. I mean, his looks pretty cool, but It could be cool. Okay, now we're moving into the actual bunker. Or base, whatever you want to call it. So we're looking for that Trandoshan. Oh, fuck yeah.
Afragiban.
Anyway, we're looking for that Trandoshan tablet with the goal of taking away his power base right from under him. Let's see. Looks like there are 3 spots we have to hit. Okay. We can go this way. Nope, they noticed me. Oh, there were more of them there than I realized. That's why they noticed me. Basically ran right through them and attacked them when I thought they were on one side. Kill the droid. I kind of love the noise that droids make. At least these kind of droids make when they activate and try to attack you. It reminds me of the Murlocs in World of Warcraft. Of course, my roommate just did a Murloc impersonation when he heard me say that. Hey, let me down. Oh right, I forgot. She can stealth. I don't have to fight these things. I can just sneak through their base and then never even see me. I always choose the stealth build when playing as Sith Sorcerer. I don't know why it completely slipped my mind that I had this time. Just like when I'm playing the, when playing the Imperial Agent, but not doing a sniper, I take the stealth build. I don't go the Healy build. Scabs. He's dead now. Oh, that's what they meant with the apprentices. Yeah, they're guarding these, monitoring stations. I guess I'm gonna have to kill the other guys in the room before I can poke the monitor. That's okay. Alright. Well, that's one hell of a way to turn off a monitoring station. You'd think they would have done something a little more intelligent than just ram a lightsaber through it. There is something I need in here, apparently. Oh, yep, that's another apprentice, which means it's another monitoring station. No. You don't get to do that.
Papagawan.
Kim, just eat him. You're always saying you're hungry. Go and eat someone else. make better use of that rampaging appetite of yours. Yep, gotta go in here. Oh, look, it's another apprentice to kill. He's dead now. Thank you for that heal, Ken. Okay, those have all been destroyed. I like the fact that I destroy the monitoring stations before I disable the security system. That's brilliant. Especially since the security system was closer to where I started. Because it's up here on top of this metal thing. It's not quite a tower, is it? No, you don't. Yep, there's the last apprentice. And
Baru Jamunja.
soon I will power you to the set. Great, eat this guy instead. He's got the force too. Or hell, go eat Scotia for me. Okay. So, security system's disabled. All the apprentices are dead. Monitoring stations are shut down. Now we can go find that Trandoshan tablet. Which appears to be back the way we just came from. Yeah, see, it would have been smarter to destroy that one thing first, and then go through and destroy the monitoring stations, so we wouldn't be backtracking. But of course I didn't think of that. Okay. Oof. Ear is itchy. Okay. Of course, it's the one room we haven't gone into already. That makes sense, because we have to go in here before we actually got the things shut down. Kim, by the way, if you ever don't want to use him as a healer, is an excellent tank. It's just what he does best. I know that the relic is right here with this Lord Ogathu, so we're gonna kill him. Zap.
Baru Jamunja.
Ow. At least all of Scotia's people are fairly easy to kill, at least for right now. Okay, he's dead. Now we grab that relic. Yep, triggers a cutscene. Thought it would. All the dudes go back up. And we put a stop to that. Kim, you asshole. You saw him standing up. You could have dealt with him right then. Okay, sneaky, sneaky, back out of the base. And we'll turn in the other things. Oh, we're still going to have to blow up that drill too. So we'll do that before we head back to do the rest and turn things in. Alright. Okay. But yeah, speaking of that vulture culture stuff, and don't pick up dead birds right now, really you shouldn't be picking up dead anything, because you don't know what it died from. Like, if it got hit by a car, that's one thing. You know, that's a pretty obvious and clear, okay, it got squished by a car. But, like, if it's a raccoon or something like that, it could have died of rabies, and that virus sticks around even after the body's dead. At least here in the U.S., I mean, I'm not so sure it's a worry in places where, you know, rabies isn't a thing. But, yeah, that's just, that's asking to get yourself in a bad situation. And then, of course, you know, you've got, with deer, there's the concern of chronic wasting disease. I mean, you can check with your, again, Bureau of Wildlife Management, Fish and Wildlife Management, whichever it's called in your area, and see if it's a problem in your area, but honestly, probably best not to risk it. Just saying. And I get it. Bones, very cool. But, you know, sometimes it's better to leave it to the people who know how to collect those safely. Or you can do what I've been doing and find yourself a place that gets their specimens from zoos where the animals have passed of natural causes, and then 3D uses those to make 3D printed models of them. So you can have your very cool looking, you know, bones or skeletons or whatever, but without the risk of, you know, the things that had happened to be an issue with bones. Why is this elevator not coming? It is. It's just being slow. Yeah, if you are ever in Tulsa, there is an excellent shop called Black Moth that sells lots of actual bones collected by, you know, people who know how to do so safely, and also has an amazing bunch of 3D printed items. I've got a 3D printed badger skull on my desk from there, and it means I don't have to worry that, you know, my kid, who is very soft-hearted, will get upset about the thought of an animal dying because, well, it's a 3D printed replica. It's not the actual dead animal part, which is nice. We're going to take out these two, and then we're going to go back and deal with the gunner. Oh, please don't tell me he just knocked me back. Okay, good. I was worried he'd knock me back into the other pack of mobs I'd noticed. Okay, good. Murder this guy. Kim, put the fuck off big sword away and heal me. There. Now, let's grab those explosives. I'm gonna wait for Kim to finish healing me. There we go. So the, you know, the part about blowing up the drill, I really don't enjoy this part because it is you have to fight past, you have to keep yourself safe during wave after wave of mobs. I really prefer when it's just a set troop number and you don't have to do this over and over, like say like against the West. Always in this case try to avoid standing in the red things from the demo man. They hurt, and believe me, there are going to be multiple demo men you have to deal with this particular section. So keep an eye on your feet. See the red circle. And I mean, this is coming from me, who is known, like notorious, for standing in the back. Y'all have, well, if you've been watching the streams, you've seen me flat out run into you know, the fire on the ground. Wait, am I trying to... I was trying to attack someone that wasn't there. I don't know who I was trying to attack, but it was not this guy. Hey, stun me. Thank you for your, another support. Stop stunning me when my cooldown is up. Or is it?
That was a fantastic show. That drill just lit up the night. Here's the credits, as promised.
Let's see, that's Force Sword. We're gonna go with that one. Okay. Oh, goody. Thompson right on top of it. That's okay, I will stay to help since he helped me. Yes, I know this is not how a Sith is supposed to behave. We're supposed to be devoted to ourselves and, you know, all of that. But oh well. My character may be Sith, but I am not. Somebody helps me, I'm gonna help them too. For me to get the first hit, there we go. The good thing about having some ranged attacks is when he does the I'm gonna spin around in circles, I can just back off and let him have his fun spinning in circles until I, you know, see he's done with them, and I can kill him from outside the circle while he's doing it. I mean, he's pretty much just attacking Kim, so. And Kim's fine. I can let him attack him. In fact, I believe that Kim just decided to stay down there and fight things. There he goes. He finally came and joined me. Okay. Oh, I love the sneaky sneaky. I'm glad I remembered I can do it. Okay. Here we go. So, that one's done, has been turned in. Let's tell this guy what we found.
It's good to see you back. I knew those slaves couldn't hold their own against you. I take it you managed to track down one of the murderers. What's their story? Can we use them?
They're crazy, but they may be useful. They sent this.
What do you mean? Let me see that datapad. This is madness. They're serious. Slaves who think they can become Sith.
A slave can become Sith. Never forget that.
Yes, as you say. I'll inform Command. I'm not actually authorized to speak with Sith Lords on the blockade, but I'll make sure they know too. It's been an honor working with you. I hope we meet again.
You do come across a lot of those as the Sith Inquisitor. Yeah, slaves can be Sith. Because, you know, everyone assumes, well, slave.
Teufel atraus.
I've resisted the urge to devour you for now. Thank you, Kim. That's very helpful. Let's see. We're going to sort the inventory just a bit. Well, it told me I got gear, but I didn't actually see the gear. You receive what requisitioned relic? No? I don't know where that gear went. Yeah, I think my game glitched, dudes. Okay, we're gonna sell...
Please use all products only as intended.
Oh, right, it won't let me sell those because I don't actually... yeah, those are just to toss them because no use. Yeah, that gear just never showed up. Okay, then.
Be well.
I guess that's, fine. Unless it... did it auto-equip? Oof. Oh! I guess they just auto-equipped. That's a new thing. That must have been with one of the, recent updates. So, cool. I guess if you get gear that you don't already have and you, have an empty slot, it's just gonna auto-equip it for you now if it's for your class. So that's, okay. Saves me a step, I guess. Not too worried about defeating the rebel slave workers. We're just gonna run back and turn in the Quell Toxin, or turn in the data from the Quell Toxin to Lord Drowl. And then we will head back to Zash, who I am sure is very excited about us having gotten one thing that is necessary to defeat her enemies. So, cool, we can do that. Alright, Drowl is right over here in his little tent.
I don't understand why it didn't work. I was meticulous with my measurements. Those slaves must be more fragile than I thought. The Quellu put in their water supplies, killing them outright.
It pains me terribly to hear it.
It's simply infuriating. All that careful planning for nothing. All my research is now useless. Oh well. You did as I asked, and your payment was not contingent on the results. Here, take your credits and go. I have a great deal of thinking to do.
Select one reward, let's see. That's tanky. Defense. Power. Endurance. None of them are as good as what I've already got, so it's kind of a moot point. Okay. Here we go. Isn't there supposed to be a speeder up here? Well, I thought there was, but apparently there's not. So, off we go through the jungle. Oh well, could be worse. Okay. Sorry, I was making certain I was going the right way because this is me. How often do I run off confidently in the wrong direction? Lots of mobs. Must not have been anyone coming through here recently. Yeah, I'm still going the right way. Okay. I mean, you'd think with how many times I have run through the planet of Drummond Kaas, I would know where I'm going. But no, I still check the map constantly. Also, Kim informed us that these towers do not compare to the monuments of old. You ever listen to a character and feel like going, okay, boomer? I'm just saying, he's obsessed with the past. Then again, he just spent the past, however many millennia trapped in a stasis thing, so, you know. I guess he kind of gets a pass on that. Speeder. There's the speeder.
Ready for departure.
And
Enjoy your stay.
Enclave. Oh no, I'm almost out of my water. Alright. No real reason to stay stealthed there. I'm back on home territory, so I don't have to worry about random Gundarks attacking me. I just have to worry about random Sith attacking me because, you know, that's what Sith do. Okay. Now we get to figure out how to get to where Zash's office is.
Imbelaraitis Purulenais, Lake is Afarpulain.
Yes, yes, I know that eventually these magnificent Sith trappings will be ruins as well. So, okay. No training for me at the moment, so onward. Amazing, I come straight to Zash without being stopped by Scotia's goons.
I've recovered the Trandoshan relic.
Then we've both had success in our endeavors. But the Trandoshan bodyguards are only part of Scotia's defense. His greatest weakness is that he's mostly machine. The rogue Sith Lord, Grathan, is holding a cyborg expert named Dorotsek captive. He has developed a neutralizer for me, the kind that should destroy Scotia's cyborg elements. Find Dorotsek, get him to tell you where the neutralizer is, and then silence him.
Do you have any other instructions for me?
No, that's all for now. Grathan's estate is in the jungle. Interrogate the scientist. With any luck, Scotia will soon be out of our way, and then we'll be free to pursue Tulak Horde's lost power as we please.
Ustaitnians and Parana,
The power of Tulak
Disney
Horde in the
Aino.
hands of child. What a... What did... I missed that last word. What a mockery. Did that one? Nope, that one did not auto-equip, so, okay. Oh, it's because I already had an item in that
Baru
slot.
Jamunja.
And of course he wants to remind us that soon I will devour you, little Sith. Okay, have fun with that. Okay. So we're heading to Lord Graffin's estate, which of course you guys know means we are going to run into my absolute favorite NPC. He who is extremely concerned about those ergonomic chairs. My roommate giggled because he knows exactly who I'm talking about. It's true. He's very, very concerned about them.
They're a real friend.
I swear that guy is one of the reasons why I purposely turn
Ready
on
for departure.
Graphens. I need the wall. The wall speeder. Yep, that's where we're going.
Enjoy your stay.
I purposely turn on exploration missions to get him and a few other minor quests that otherwise you won't see. Like, there's him, there's, on Coruscant, which of course we've seen very recently, the security agent who is trying to get that one, I can never remember the name of the species. They look like dicks suffering from chlamydia. They do, it's what their heads look like. The big, tall one, that one bounty hunter companion I really hate. Skadj. Skadj is one of them. Whatever he is. They just, yeah. Okay. Anyway. Good lord, could you imagine me if I was doing a teamed up working with more than one person thing? It would be terrible.
It is rare for a slave to rise so far so fast. That takes a very clever sword. I am the apprentice and voice of Darth Charnas. I speak in his name, and I would bargain for your services.
You have my complete, undivided attention.
I require individuals capable of gaining prestige in a society weaned on secrecy and madness. Individuals who can earn respect, if not love. I need infiltrators to eliminate an enemy of the Sith. You would serve well.
An enemy of the Sith is one thing. An enemy of your master is another.
Our enemy is the Order of Revan, a cult of fools hidden at every stratum of Imperial society. For years, the Revanite heretics have secretly recruited military officers, powerful Sith, wealthy mercenaries, anyone who can add to their power.
You want me to join them, I take it?
I want you to help my master ruin them. Instead of following the Emperor and his Dark Council, the Revanites follow a long-dead Sith Lord, tainted by Jedi ways. If you can uncover the Revanite leader's identity for us, my master will reveal him to the Dark Council. His destruction would be assured. All you have to do is join the cult. I can get you inside, but you must earn their trust.
Did you have a scheme in mind?
The Revanites have a secret compound in the jungle. Take this token to the cultist at the entrance. He will initiate you. Earn an audience with their leader. When you have seen his face, return here, and you shall have your reward.
Okay, so going after the Cult of Revan, because, you know, that's part of the story arc of Drummer and Kaz. Yeah, you've seen it before with other characters, but...
Finally someone who will understand, or maybe even assist me in my work. My idiot apprentices got themselves killed during a simple ritual, and they still have the runes I entrusted to them. They just had to summon a dark side beast, a Sith spawn, and bring it to me. I even researched the artifact to bind it. Could you help?
Why would you want to summon a Sith spawn?
You're right. Why would anybody want an incredibly powerful creature of darkness to study? Oh, you'll need to subdue the Sith spawn before the artifact can bind it.
If it bleeds, I can kill it.
Get the runes from my apprentices' bodies and take them to the archway in the jungle. The artifact is hidden there. It'll guide you. Well, don't just stand there. Go and get my Sith spawn.
Why don't you go get it, lady? Okay. So, gotta go get the Sith spawn for her. And...
Hold your position, please, and keep your weapon holstered. The remotes are scanning you now. You check out. Sorry, my lord. We're on the lookout for anyone with Lord Grathan, and I'm sick of letting him stomp on my people.
Who is Lord Grathan?
Look, stick around a minute. I don't know if you're familiar with the situation, but Grathan's a nightmare. The Sith Lord's gone. And his estate past the wall. He's got weapons, shields, and a cadre of scientists developing new tech to use against us. Grathan wants respect and authority from the Dark Council, so in true Sith fashion, he turned on his masters to prove his power. As a result, we have to put up with his lunacy. So if you're here to cause Grathan problems anyway, you might help us out.
If it suits my plans, perhaps I will.
Here's the story. There are nearly 100 men assigned to this sector, some on the wall, some watching Grathan. 20 are missing. My men. Practically my kids. Grathan stole them, and I want them back.
Why would Lord Grathan be kidnapping soldiers?
I don't know what Lord Grathan wants with them. Maybe he's holding them hostage just to demoralize us. Who knows? But if you're heading to Grathan's grounds, help them get out. Tell them to report back to their Duchess. That's, what they call me.
Duchess? You'll have to explain that.
You try making it as an officer without getting tagged with a nickname. I've got reports saying that Grathan's been transporting prisoners to another wing of his estate. I don't know if it's my people he's moving, but it's worth checking out. Watch yourself. Grathan doesn't mess around.
Okay, so gotta find her missing soldiers, which, I mean... Let's see, what's this one? Nope, nope, nope. Not interested in any of the... Well, the crafting trainer one, but still. I can do that later. Okay. Onward. I am going to have to end here in about 15 minutes because I have to go medicate my very elderly kitty who did come through her dental surgery very well and has had her follow-up appointment and got a clean bill of health and can now go ahead and eat dry food again.
Shh! Have to be very careful. Lord Grathan's eyes are everywhere. He's suspicious of all strangers. He must be blind to our doings.
Who are you?
Captain Bryn, Imperial Special Forces. This work requires intense concentration, a special kind of mind. Grathan's trouble, see? Big trouble. Mad scientist type, likes weapons, cyborgs, droids, ergonomic chairs. My mission's to keep an eye on him, watch for anything suspicious. But I don't know what you're doing here.
Just visiting my old friend, Lord Grathan.
Can't fool me. Lord Grathan doesn't have friends, or not many. You got a glint in your eye, like maybe you're not paying a friendly visit. See, my orders are to keep my distance and not enter Lord Grathan's place or cause any kind of ruckus. But I'm supposed to see about a certain prototype turret design the Rogue Lords supposedly acquired. Empire wants it for mass production.
What do you want me to do?
Lord Grathan's got the turrets hidden inside somewheres. I'd go looking for them myself, but orders are orders. I have to stay put. Since you're going in, you could maybe poke around and see if you can't find the plans to those turrets.
We'll see if I come across them.
That's all I ask.
The thing is, you never get past the turrets unless you take out a guard and get a security badge. The security badge transmits a signal that tells the turrets the badge holder is friendly. So the op is, get a security badge off a guard, find those turrets and grab the plans. Easy, right? I'll be keeping an eye out here, right where you found me.
I like how he's like, oh, we can't let Grathen know that we're here, and yet the entire bridge is crawling with Imperials, mostly Imperial soldiers, who are pointing guns at Grathen's estate. You know, that's not very stealthy. Just gonna slip past all of these guys. Lots of stuff over here. Okay, well, I'll just wait. Oh, that's the Sith spawn stuff. I gotta wait to do that. I can't do that from inside the estate. Let's see. If I remember right, swinging over this way. This way, okay. Right. So, what am I doing here? Right, the missing soldiers. Okay.
Authorization. System cannot identify. Please don't go. Please don't go. What's happening? Are you with Lord Grathen? Are you invading? System cannot identify.
I'm here for the people Grathen kidnapped.
I am a soldier. System cannot stop. Reassigning priorities. Operating number 2188697. Please, did the Duchess send you? Please help me.
Your commander sent me to free you and the others.
We failed to defend ourselves. Grathen's people took us prisoner for experiments. The scientists cut open our heads, put us in droids. Identification model OHK99. They program us for advanced intelligence, enhanced combat tactics. Now my body's lying dead across the room. I can see it.
Are the rest of the soldiers still alive?
I'm the last. The others have all been converted. They can't talk, can't disobey, but I know they can still think, feel. Please listen. You could disable us all. Send the shutdown command from our central command console. Please. You could put an end to this. Use the command console. I can't go with you, motor and combat systems non-functional. Please, make it stop hurting.
Now the question is whether or not Tlobby, who has been a slave, would want to free them from this enslavement, or if she would just be like, more soldiers for the Empire. Soldiers who can't think for themselves, can't disobey orders. That's pretty useful, let's face it. Pretty sure the controls I need are up top. It's always interesting to see how characters interact with everything. What decisions one character makes that the other didn't, you know? Given she's as snarky as she is, I could really see her just sending them straight back to Duchess. But using this console, you can disable the OHK-99 droid units or set them to report back to the Empire. Honestly, Talabi has, like, zero affection for the Empire, so yeah, we're just gonna zap them in their brains and they're gone. Okay. Oh look, turrets. Oh look, I'm stealthed. They can't see me. Ha ha ha. And I don't really care if Kimval disapproves. Like, it's Kimval. Who cares? He can disapprove all he wants. He disapproves of everything. Alright. I mean, that's just what Kimval does. He disapproves of things and he threatens to eat me. And believe me, you can do everything right, and he's still going to threaten to eat you. So, what's it matter if he disapproves? Who cares? Right. Let's see. Is this where I find the particularly ambitious, I won't say scientist, because she's not. No, that's just another entrance to the same building I was just in, so no worries there. Nothing interesting to do. Okay. So we still need to find Doratek and get a security badge, which we could kill any of these mobs out here and they would have a chance to drop one, so you know. Is she... This is where she is... Yep, there she is. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk to her, get some extra credits.
Yes, a violent intruder laying waste to Lord Grathan's compound. I applaud you. I'm Ismar Bringle, one of Lord Grathan's indentured scientists. I'd like to make your destruction of this place highly profitable.
Now you've got me interested.
Good. We're natural allies, believe it or not. 3 years ago, Lord Grathan lured me to work for him. He promised great opportunities and exciting fields of study. Instead, I became a prisoner, slaving on freakish creations Grathan uses to advance himself. It's a thankless existence.
What transpired here?
Please don't ask me to describe the horrors Grathan demanded I develop for him. The work sickens me. Grathan cybernetics researchers, a sadistic bunch of scum, developed cyborg body parts that regenerate. The technology will revolutionize warfare. It's worth a fortune. I have a buyer looking to manufacture a cyborg army. You'll get 60% of my profits if you steal the cybernetic researchers' files.
This better be worth my while.
You won't get shortchanged, I promise. There is a catch, of course. You'll have to activate the main console by sending override commands from the remote terminals. Grathan protects his computers with lethal security forces, war droids, cyborgs, even genetically engineered weapons. Expect heavy resistance.
Your concerns are ill-placed. The dark side protects me.
Of course, but a little early warning never hurts. Take this data spike, insert it into the main console at Grathan's central lab. The spike will download all the data we need. When you're done, bring me the spike. I'll arrange its sale and transfer credits to your account. Go now, be swift.
You ever wonder how they're figuring out your where to transfer the credits when you don't even bother to give them your name? Like, how does that work? Okay. That said, I happen to know that payoff is not that much. Alright, so my alarm to medicate the kitty cat is just about to go off. So I'm going to go ahead and end here for the night. And remember, I'm doing... I'm trading off with Guild Wars and Star Wars. So I'm going to park myself here where there's no mobs. And I will be back in 2 weeks to Star Wars, but next week it will be Guild Wars. Alright, I do want to thank everyone who came out to watch the stream. I hope that you had a lot of fun watching us smash our way through the Colossus area, the Towering Colossus area on Drummond Cass. We will be continuing in, again, 2 weeks with Clobby and the Sith Inquisitor storyline. But thank you so much for joining us. I hope that everyone has a great week. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you tomorrow on the crafting stream. Bye.